Castilla, Spain is expensive, but the buyers remain undaunted. A Place in the Sun's at 4. Live at 5, author Philip Pullman's plugging his new piece of work, The Scarecrow and His Servant. He's on Richard and Judy.
Well, thank you one and all, and thanks as usual for providing the script for the beginning of the programme. Because remember, the best bits at the beginning. Yes,
they are.
Absolutely.
They are.
Yes, if you're tuning in at 3:30.
It's downhill from this moment on.
It is. Yeah. You know, what did you miss at the beginning? What did he say at the beginning? What did he say at the beginning, Mother?
We don't know, even when we've listened.
We don't know when we. No, exactly. But this is from Don Badham. Oh, Don Badham.
Not Baden.
No, Badham. Badham, aged 81. Now, that's good. He's a wise man. If you're 81, you've accrued a lot of wisdom.
Absolutely.
He's going to pass some on to us. Okay,
marvellous.
So we should sit back and hear some wisdom from a wise man.
Yes.
Dear Richard, and Carol, I thought you might be amused by these thoughts. Okay, there's just several, but here's just a few. An unbreakable toy is useful for breaking other toys.
That's true.
Yes. How is it that one careless match can start a forest fire, but it takes a whole box of matches to start a campfire? I used to eat a lot of natural foods until I learnt that most people die from natural causes. When weeding, the best way to make sure you are removing a weed and not a valuable plant is to pull on it. If it comes out easily, it is a valuable plant. And finally, this is true, the easiest way to find something lost around the house is to buy a replacement.
Oh, yes. Now that is absolutely
is
true.
It? Yeah.
Yes.
OK. A wise man. Well done, Don Badham, aged 81. Well done, Don. Oh, more, please, to Countdown at channel4.com, your friendly email. Is this an email we have?
Yes, it is, love,
It is email. Countdown at channel4.com. Or Countdown, Yorkshire TV, Leeds. Leeds.
That's snail mail. That's
well,
called
it is.
nowadays.
Yeah. Don't get my mail till lunchtime.
That's the phrase that the email.
Snail mail.
Yeah.
OK, it's Leeds. OK, well, we've got the chap who's loved Leeds. Can't get him away from Leeds. He's an Edinburgh man himself, but here he is for about the 6th time. I'll just tell you in a minute when I find his card. Yes, for 6th time. Champion Stephen Moyer and challenger today, Catherine Delaney. Well, great performance here from Stephen. Very good indeed. 106 yesterday, Steve. So 2 centuries out of your 5 wins so far. So it's a great performance. So that's a quiet man, but charming. Great smile. Look at him. Lovely smile. Great. And we can well smile, but Catherine Delaney is smiling. Hi, Catherine.
Hello, Richard.
Also from Scotland, from Nairn in Scotland. Married with 5 grown-up children and 10 grandchildren. She's now retired, but she used to work as a coordinator for a voluntary organisation that provides respite care for carers. Now so you provide care for carers?
Carers, yes, yeah. To let the carers have a break.
Yeah, well, indeed, that's terrific. She likes playing golf, is a fan of the Ryder Cup hero Colin Montgomery. She says her favourite film is, of course, The Sound of Music. So if she gets narrowly beaten today, it could be a case of so me, so far. So good luck to Catherine Delaney. Well, in the corner again today, the welcome return of a man who used to collect teddies and wear strange jumpers. Now, since his brief stint as an MP, he has swapped things around a little. He now collects strange jumpers and wears teddies. So please welcome, alongside the Thriller Minute, Susie Dent, the King of Smiles, Giles Brent.
Oh, it's good to be back. Thank you. It's great to be here. In fact, I today came to Leeds by train, and I've learnt a valuable lesson. I've learnt this lesson, that if you want to be sure of catching a particular train, the way to do it is to miss the one before it.
I think that's a very good idea. Yes, absolutely. Well done. What pearls of wisdom we're dropping today. So we're only at 20 past 3. Goodness gracious. But remember, the best bits are at the beginning. OK. Right. Stephen Moyer, Catherine Delaney. Off you go, Stephen.
Hi, Carol. Can I get a consonant, please?
You can indeed. R.
And another one, please.
C.
And a vowel, please.
A.
And another.
E.
And another, please.
A.
And the consonant.
N.
And the consonant, please.
S.
And the consonant, please.
T.
And another consonant,
And a
please.
consonant, thank you. And M.
OK. Counting down. Right, Stephen.
7.
And Catherine.
6.
OK, 6 is
Scream.
scream. Scream. He's got 7.
Trances.
He has trances.
trances.
You talk about going into a trance, but
Yep.
I suppose you can go into several trances.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, you can. That's absolutely fine. Countable noun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Giles?
I'm going to give a go at a 9-letter word. I think I can. There's a spiritual dimension to me. I know some people say that not only is there no God, but try getting a plumber on a Sunday. I do have a spiritual dimension to me, so I'm going to go with the word sacrament.
Excellent.
Yeah, well, 9-letter word in round 1. The best bits are at the beginning. Yes, absolutely. OK. Catherine, your turn.
Hello, Carol. Can I have a consonant, please?
Hello, Catherine, yes. K.
And another one, please.
D.
And another.
R.
And another, please.
L.
And a vowel.
O.
And another one.
I.
And another one.
The vowel. E.
And a consonant, please.
F.
And another consonant,
And
please.
a consonant. And P.
Thank you. Here we go. Right, Catherine.
6.
6 and Stephen.
8.
Oh, right, so the 8. 6 is...
Folder.
Oh, folder, yes, a folder. Good. 8.
Profiled.
Profiled.
Very good.
It's fantastic. In fact, you could say it's a knockout. And, of course, knockout was also there, another 8-letter word. Well, KO was there, so...
Right, well done. We can't beat that. So well done to you, Stephen. You've done OK on that round. Now it's your turn.
Consonant, please, Carol.
S.
And another.
N.
And another.
V.
And another.
T.
And one more, please.
H.
And the vowel, please.
I.
And another.
E.
And another, please.
O.
And a final consonant, please.
And B.
Thank you. Here we go. OK, Stephen.
7.
And Catherine.
6.
6 is
Invest.
invest. Stephen?
Bothies.
Come on, you two Scottish people.
And I didn't
Bothies.
see it.
Oh,
Bothies,
yes.
as we know.
It's a
yes.
real Scottish word, isn't
Yes,
it?
It's a
isn't it,
very good
just?
Scottish word, as we know. Haute cuisine is what a Scotsman calls breakfast, but a bothy is what a Scotsman calls a labourer's cottage.
That's right.
So the plural of that
Fishing
is
with-
bothies. I'll take you down to the bothies later. Aye, we may find
More than
Dr.
one.
Snoddy's waiting for us, and there'll be Janet too, putting on some macaroons.
Ah.
Aye. Aye. Oh, the days at Tannock Bray.
Janet, poor old
Oh,
Janet.
poor old Janet. Oh, doctor. Oh, it's all changed, isn't it, television?
Clearly.
It really has. It was those were wholesome golden days.
Anyway, Bothies and poor old Catherine, you're kicking yourself with that one, aren't you? You'll never be able to hold your head high and nairn
No.
again when you get there. Right, OK. Well, bad luck, Catherine. It's your turn.
Could I have a consonant, please, Carol?
L.
And another one, please.
N.
And another.
G.
And another.
C.
And a vowel.
A.
And another vowel.
E.
And another one.
A.
And a consonant.
S.
And another consonant, please.
And Z.
Ooh. Yes, Catherine.
7.
Yes, and Stephen.
6.
Stephen's 6 is.
Cleans.
Yes, cleans. Now yours 7.
Glances.
I think that's okay, isn't it? It's
Very
a
good
glance,
indeed, yeah.
absolutely fine.
Very
Yeah.
good.
I want to serve up the same dish we had on Monday.
No.
Yeah, because lasagna is there.
No.
Yeah. It's there
Twice
again.
in a week.
Yeah, twice
Yeah.
a week.
It's too much.
It is too much. We're on this special diet now. We mustn't have too much pasta, have we?
You were here on Monday, Stephen. Lasagna, didn't you fancy it again?
Yeah. Quite fancy it now.
Too much of a good thing. All right, well done. Now, you're off the mark there, Catherine. That's great for you. Stephen's numbers.
6 small numbers, please, Carol.
I thought it might be. OK, 6 small numbers. Let's see what they are. Smallest of all, number 1. Then 2, 8 and 3. 4 and 1. Oh, that's really hard. That's horrible. 424.
OK, 424. 424. Right, well, it's 424 then, Stephen.
No, sorry, nothing.
OK, right, a lot of low ones, obviously. Now, what did you do, Catherine?
No, nothing.
OK. Well, you chose them, Stephen, didn't you? You were trying to be cunning there. But no can do. Carol?
I've just about got over 400, but I wasn't even within
No,
10. So
yeah.
it's so difficult. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 8. Very difficult. Yeah.
Right, back to your bothy, Stephen.
Yes.
Well, OK. The scores stay the same, 22 and 7, which gives us more time to talk to you, Giles.
Well, you know, on Monday when we were dipping into the lasagna, we were also talking about my book about the Queen of Prince Philip, which has just come out, and I've been quite apprehensive about the reviews. In fact, I haven't read any of the reviews, but I got myself into training for getting reviews that might be critical by sort of digging up harsh things that have been said about books in the past. The first one I came across was the line of Dr. Johnson, who was, somebody submitted a manuscript to him, the great dictionary creator, Dr. Johnson, and he replied, "Your manuscript is both good and original. But the part that is good is not original, and the part that is original is not good." A more contemporary version of the same thing comes from an English professor at Ohio University. "I am returning this otherwise good typing paper to you because someone has printed gibberish all over it and put your name at the top." But the favourite piece of criticism that I encountered in my trawl through harsh things said about other people's work comes from a 19th century critic reporting on an evening out. If the soup had been as warm as the wine, and the wine had been as old as the fish, and the fish as young as the maid, and the maid as willing as the hostess, it would have been a very good meal.
Which brings us neatly, talking about food and nosh, to our tea time teaser, because guess what? The word you're going to see is noshy guy. You'll see noshy guy in a sec, and here's the clue. A bit like Jimmy, but not quite as old.
What's that there? I think it's a body.
They saved a stranger from the sea.
We think that you were shipwrecked.
And in return,
He's so young, isn't he? Yes, he is.
he stole their hearts.
You're behaving rather oddly. I was the one who saw him first. Oh, don't be ridiculous.
Academy Award winners Judi Dench and Maggie Smith.
Ursula, what are you doing?
In a film by Charles Dance, Ladies in Lavender.
Dear, why has your dad had to have a major operation?
Because he had lung cancer caused by smoking.
That sounds horrible and scary. But what happened to you when your mum told you that?
I felt worried because I've always associated cancer with death. I thought my dad was going to die.
What are you thinking when you look at that?
He changed. His hair, the way he looks really weird now.
What have you learnt from all of these things that have been going on?
Don't smoke. I ain't gonna smoke.
If you want to stop smoking, call 0800 169 0169.
One of the most astounding musicals of our time, Les Miserables, the collector's edition DVD, out now.
Most people believe that the best mortgage deals go to new customers, so you have to continually switch companies. But why do they believe this? Let's ask them.
Most people? Why do you believe this?
It's not our fault. Hasn't it always been that way?
Well, no. At First Active, our mortgage deals are open to new customers, existing customers, everyone.
Everyone?
Yes, so there's no need to keep switching.
Okay, there's no need to keep switching.
Thank you.
Success.
Fair mortgages from First Active. The way mortgages are meant to be.
At B&Q, we never stop bringing you low prices.
Save £5 on this powered Scorpion handsaw. It's now under £35.
B&Q prices, too low to miss.
Splish splash, I was taking
This is Beyond the Sea, the definitive Bobby Darin. One of popular music's all-time greats.
A multiplication.
Timeless classics from an exceptional performer. A unique collection of unforgettable hits from the 50s and 60s.
Could that someone
Beyond the Sea.
be Mac the Knife?
The definitive Bobby Darin. Out now.
You're up to 4 times more likely to give up smoking when you use your local NHS Stop Smoking service with NRT. Call 0800 169 0169.
7C's Pure Cod Liver Oil capsules could help relieve joint pains and stiffness. That's why millions of people believe they stay flexible with 7C's. Everybody needs healthy joints.
Well, that's it. A noshy guy turns into youngish, of course, and the clue, a bit like Jimmy, but not quite as old. It's the great Sir Jimmy Young, great broadcaster. Greatly missed, don't you think, Giles? Sir Jimmy Young?
Well, not missed. I was interviewing him on a television programme only the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Sir Jimmy Young.
Oh, great man.
A great man.
How is he?
Alive, well, buoyant, hoping to take over from you in the fullness of time.
I like Jimmy Young because my name was first mentioned on the wireless by Jimmy Young. He played a request for me in 1964.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I've always liked Jimmy Young. I bless you, Sir Jimmy.
It wasn't the wireless, it was actually called the Cat's Whisker. It was a crystal set when Richard was doing it.
Nice bit of Vera Lynn, it was great. Right, Well, where are we? We're at Stephen Moyer on 22, Catherine Delaney on 7, off the mark. Go on, Catherine, your letters.
Do a consonant, please, Carol.
T.
And another one, please.
D.
And another.
P.
And another.
R.
And a vowel, please.
E.
And another one.
O.
And another.
I.
And a consonant.
M.
And another consonant,
And
please.
consonant, thank you. And L.
Here we go. Yes, Catherine.
6.
No, that's good. Stephen.
8.
Oh, Stephen, you're a beast. You're turning into a beast. They all do, you see. They win a few games and turn into a beast. Catherine, what have you got?
Rioted.
Rioted, yes, good. 8.
Imported.
Great, great. Yes, good. Well done. The beast has imported. Good.
It's very good, it's there, but I have to tell you, this marvellous sort of jewel that she's wearing today, I implored her, which is there as well, to import it, and she did, and it happens to be, what it's made of is peridot. I'm right, aren't I?
Semi-green, semi-precious green stone.
There he is, that's what that is peridot, and quite by chance it's turned up. Isn't that amazing?
That's fantastic coincidence. Well done. 30 and 7, Stephen's letters.
Consonant, please, Carol.
Q.
And another, please.
T. Little cutie.
And again, please.
F.
And again, please.
R.
And a further one.
Another consonant.
Yeah, please.
D.
And the vowel, please.
A.
And another.
E.
And another vowel.
I.
And a consonant, please.
That's what it might be somehow. And N.
Thank you. Here we go. Thank you. Now then, Stephen.
7.
Yeah, 7, good. Catherine.
7.
Good, Catherine. Well done. What is it? What is it?
Fainted.
Fainted. Stephen.
Trained.
And trained. Yeah, Giles?
Well, I fainted when I was last on an aeroplane. I hate going on aeroplanes. The very thought of them makes me feel fainter. They're both there. I prefer to get on the train because I'm in the D train, which is a 7-letter word. The reason that I so dislike aeroplane travel is, in my view, aeroplane travel is nature's way of making you look like your passport photograph.
Very true.
Right. 1 and 2 there. If you can worm them out of that little speech of Giles there, there were 2 good gems in that one. Right. 37 and 14 there. Catherine's letters.
Consonant, please.
S.
And another one, please.
Y.
And another.
M.
And another.
T.
And a vowel, please.
A.
And another.
O.
And another.
E.
And a consonant.
R.
And a vowel, please.
And I.
Thank you. Counting down. Right, Catherine.
7.
Yep. Stephen?
7.
Yes, Stephen, 7.
Moister.
Moister. Catherine?
Got the same. Moister.
Yes, well done. Good. Giles?
We're going to attempt some 8-letter words, I think. Amortise is there, isn't it?
Which is to write off of a debt,
to write off a debt. And there is an anagram of amortise in atomizer. Is isometry there, as in the art of isometrics? What are isometrics?
Yeah, I was just checking that. Isometric, if something is isometric, it has equal dimensions.
Yeah.
And the art of that is isometry.
Yeah, exactly. I once danced with a girl who was isometric. She was the same this way as that way. Oh, my God. Dancing with her was like trying to move a grand piano. Ooh. Well, it's not very gallant. If she's watching, I didn't really mean it like that.
Yes. How is your wife these days?
That wasn't my wife, which is why I realised the whole thing was a bit unfortunate. I shouldn't have mentioned it.
To the scores we go. 44 and 21. To round 9 we go with Stephen.
Consonant, please, Carol.
G.
And another, please.
L.
And another.
C.
And another.
P.
And one more, please.
D.
And a vowel, please.
A.
And another.
U.
And another, please.
O.
And a final consonant, please.
And S.
Good. I thank you. Here we go. Right. Stephen?
5.
5. Now, a chance for you, Catherine.
5.
OK. Stephen's 5.
Allowed.
Allowed. Catherine?
Scald.
Scald and allowed. Stuck on 5 here, Giles and Susie.
We can do better than that, only because I used to know a wonderful artist called John Bratby, who lived down near Eastbourne in a wonderful house called the Cupola and Tower of the Winds. He was a great modern artist. Cupola, it's like the roof of a house that's sort of shaped like an upturned egg cup. It's a cupola. You got it in the plural, couldn't you?
You can, for 7, yep.
Yeah, OK.
Cupolas.
Thank you. Right, well, 49 and 26. Catherine, you get to choose some lovely numbers.
Could I have one from the top and 5 small ones, please?
5
Carol?
small ones, thank you, Catherine. 4 and 5. Right. The numbers then are 4 and 9, 8 and 3, 1 and 50. Much nicer than the last selection, and a target of 320.
Yes, 320. 320. Well, 320, Catherine.
No, 313.
What, that's 7 away. Steve?
I've got the same, I've not written it down.
OK, well, you go for it then, Steve.
9 minus 3 is 6.
9 minus 3 is 6.
Times by the 50
is
300.
Is 300.
And add the rest.
What have you got left?
The 1, the 8 and the 4.
1, the 8 and the 4, yes. 313, which is what you declared, isn't it?
It's Catherine.
I've done it exactly the same.
You have, yes, you have. Absolutely. So, I settled there for the 5 points, Carol.
Yeah, the complication really was that you had to use 2 numbers to get to the 6 or get to the 7, which would give you 300 or 350. So you could have got it if you just used the 8. 50 minus 9 minus 1 is 40 multiplied by 8. 320.
Be still my dancing feet. That's fantastic. Well done. Great. Well, 54 and 31, so quite lowish really at this stage, but we'll see what happens in the third half. Meanwhile, here we have, and you're going to like this, Bit of the Eric Idle here. No nudges. You remember he said nudge, nudge, say no more. No nudges. Here's the clue. Single cells, but not biological.
We can all get ill from time to time, and when we do, we want to find out what's wrong straight away. But, as we all know, that's not always possible. Thankfully, with the new personal medical plan from HSA, you don't have to wait. Because you choose the cover you want, the plan is flexible and affordable. For just £11 a month, you get unlimited cover for consultations and tests to find out what's wrong fast. For an extra £15 a month, you can add on the surgery option so that you can be treated quickly. You can also add cover for therapies like physio or cancer and heart conditions. For the options you choose, HSA are with you every step of the way. We'll arrange all your appointments, pay all your bills, and have professionals on hand to advise you. To find out more or to join HSA, call now on 0800 085 0203. HSA. Flexible, affordable healthcare. Simple, really.
I'm sitting on the dock of...
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the very best of legends.
Saturday night and the moon is...
65 timeless classics from legendary artists. The very best from the best. All on a superb 3-CD set. The very best of legends.
Benecol yogurt drink. Just 1 pot a day is enough to lower your cholesterol. Benecol, proven to reduce cholesterol. Try new strawberry flavour.
If you have a current account with some of the big banks, then this is how much interest you could be getting on your money. Hardly breaks the bank, does it? Alliance and Leicester, on the other hand, pay rather more. 5.5%! That's over 50 times more, actually.
The Premier Plus current account for over 50 times more interest and no monthly fee. Call 0800 409 6600 or visit your nearest branch. Alliance and Leicester, a real plus.
New releases at Tesco. Relax and Escape is Classic FM's brand new 4-CD set of relaxing classical music. More than 4 hours of the most relaxing classical music, including Girl with a Pearl Earring, The Road to Perdition, Out of Africa, and many more. The brand new Relax and Escape from Classic FM, out now.
Today on A Place in the Sun, will our house hunters find the perfect place to start a family? Join us at 4 o'clock straight after Countdown to find out.
Single cells, but not biological dungeons. Okay, dungeons. Okay, well, is anyone in high dudgeon? I don't really think so, but I don't know if you're down in the dumps, Catherine, are you? Having a
Not
good
at
time?
all.
31.
Enjoying myself.
Bit of work, yes, exactly. A bit of work to do. 31 and 54. So it's Stephen's letters.
Consonant, please, Carol.
Thank you, Stephen. R.
And another, please.
N.
And another.
H.
And a vowel, please.
Al. E.
And another.
I.
And another.
O.
And a consonant, please.
W.
And another consonant.
T.
And a final consonant, please.
And M.
Okay, I thank you. Here we go. And Stephen?
6.
6. Catherine?
A risky 7.
Girl? Fingers crossed. Hang on. Let's go for the 6.
Winter.
Winter. Well, let's see if we are content or discontent with your 7.
Moither.
Spell?
Moither.
We often have mither, and
To
obviously
moither.
mother would be there, but...
Moither.
but
Means
no
moithering
moither.
on.
No moither, I'm afraid.
It's totally unfair. Useless dictionary.
Did you think there was, like, moithering? What do you moither?
Yes, moithering.
It's moithering on, of course.
It's very onomatopoeic, isn't it?
It's a wonderful word. I mean, you know, language... Well, I like it's a slang word, and language for me is, you know, slang is the kind of language that rolls up its sleeves, spits on its hands, and goes to work, and that's what
That's it.
moither is.
Yeah, no, there's lots of slang in here. It might well make it, but it just hasn't
Hasn't made it yet. The
I'm
dictionary
afraid.
is so inadequate. No, it is. I mean, frankly, it hasn't got your word, and it should have.
Yes, it should.
I disagree.
What have you got, Susie?
We've got thermion. We've often talked about thermionic valves. This is THERMION, an ion or electron which is emitted at high temperature by a substance in physics.
It's essential. Yes.
Okay, well, bad luck on that. Moither. I suppose you could have had... Did you see mother?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Okay, well, moving on then to your turn, Catherine.
A consonant, please, Carol.
L.
And another one, please.
B.
And another.
S.
And another.
D.
And a vowel.
E.
And another vowel.
I.
And another.
E.
And a consonant.
T.
And another consonant, please.
And G.
Right, Catherine.
6.
And Stephen?
6 also.
6 also, which is?
Belted.
Belted. Catherine?
Bilges.
And bilges. Giles?
Well, I'm going to attempt a couple of 7s here because giblets I saw was there, and as far as I'm concerned, giblets are non-edibles. Edibles, would that be there? Things that you can eat? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely
Giblets
fine.
and edibles.
Both 7.
66-37 we've got 3 rounds left. Stephen's letters.
Consonant, please, Carol.
R.
And another.
L.
And another, please.
N.
And another, please.
P.
And another, please.
R.
And a vowel, please.
I.
And another.
A.
And another.
E.
And the final consonant, please.
Thank you. And S.
Thank you. Here we go. Yes, Stephen.
8.
Oh, Stephen, an 8. The beast says 8. What do you say, Catherine?
8.
Hey, good. Right, what's your 8?
Pralines.
Oh, yes. Stephen?
Yeah, the same word.
Pralines, yes, they're delicious
Well
sweets.
done. Yeah. Good.
After you've had a dish of giblets, you know, or an evening enjoying chili con lobster, what you need to take the taste away is a bowl of pralines. Lovely.
Okay, that's the 8. Then no more, Susie.
Reprisal. It's also
Reprisal.
there for 8. Reprisal.
Reprisal, good too. Well done, Susie. Thank you. 74-45. Catherine's numbers.
1 large again and 5 small, please, Carol.
Thank you. 5. Okay. We have then 3 and 5, 6 and 5, 9 and 50 again. And, easy peasy lemon squeezy, 299.
299, okay, 299. Well now, 299. Who's got 299? Catherine?
Yes, 299.
Good. Stephen?
299.
Okay, go on, Catherine.
50 times 6 is 300.
300.
5 divided by 5 is 1. And take it away.
Take it away. Well done, yes. 299.
Good on you. Stephen?
I've done it the same way.
And he has.
And they got 10 points. Well, actually, it's good. You had a slow start, Catherine, but you've built up a good total here. But I'm not going to catch him, obviously. But it's a good game. We move on to the conundrum. So you might just want to get your fingers poised. And everybody ready? Please now reveal today's countdown conundrum. 20 seconds exactly, she says.
Percolate.
Percolate. It's percolated through, and you think you've got it. Let's have a look. You have. Well done.
Couldn't see it at all.
Well, good for you. That's good for you. And you finished with a very respectable score of 65, and that's excellent, considering you were still on only 7 at round 6.
Yeah.
So you had a really good comeback there, but obviously just a little behind. So 65 for you, but 84, one of your lowest scores. So, but still the winner. So for the 6th time in the chair, the reigning champion, Stephen Moyer. Well, the fan comes and say, well deserved, Stephen. It's very good. You held him down. He didn't get a cent show when you were on, did he?
No.
No. So, okay, and well, just got one word to say to you. Bothy. Right, well, goodie bag for you, actually, Catherine, and all that therein lies. Hope you enjoy all the stuff that's in there. But thanks very much indeed. A good lady, Catherine Delaney. So, Jim Whelan. Hi, Jim, from London town. Now, did you get the conundrum?
I didn't, Richard, no.
No, how do you think? Are you worried about Stephen?
A little bit.
A little bit. It just is all good to be worried just a little bit, so we look forward to seeing you tomorrow. So thanks very much indeed to Catherine and Stephen. Good game, good game. Giles and Susie.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And from the board at the board, who's sitting on the stool.
I am sitting on the stool. I've got tired feet today.
Tired feet, okay.
Tired.
Okay. That's a nice shot of you on that stool, actually.
Is
It's
it?
rather nice. You look
Nice
rather pretty,
change.
I think, rather good. Okay, with that, we'll say goodbye. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.
Live at 5, Women and Shoes. Richard and Judy try to explain the chemical attraction. And coming up, not cheap, but for this couple, so worth the move. A Place in the Sun is Castilla, Spain.